is not something that very many teams have the liberty of starting around here. So a very veteran team that plays a really different brand of basketball than the Huskies. They're going to have to be able to come out here and get a good jump on this.
Kessler and Cox in the center circle, one by Kessler, and they will start the offense. Here's Ava Dix against the Northern Valley man-to-man. Flip it into the corner. And now back around trying to get on the inside. Ava Dix was there for the lob pass. 2 points for Ava. And they're going to start in a full court pressure here against Northern Valley. Northern Valley will swing it around to sides. Open for three. It's on the way. Kabang! Hit the button.
That right there is exactly what Northern Valley needs if they want to go against a team like this that really, really is going to make life tough in the paint. They're going to have to get a lot of fast break opportunities, and when that opportunity arises from outside the arc, they need to hit here tonight.
Well, Jordan had stepped in front of a ball, got a steal. She had 9 the other night in Logan, but this is going to be turned over. She threw it over the top of JC.
What was it that stuck out to you in those starting lineups?
The seniors. You know, you start 4 seniors in small school basketball. It makes so much of a difference. I don't care if you're talking boys, girls, what it is. Those girls have been in the program for a long time. They know what to expect. They know how to play basketball, and now they're just going to execute. Inside to Dix, she'll churn, fadeaway jump shot is going to be off the mark, and it's going to go into the corner where Hayden can track it down, and Northern Valley's going to run. 3-on-2 to Jordan. And now a shove is going to go against Stockton. The first foul is going to go against Bryn Murr, and simply Jordan beat her to the basketball.
Yeah, we might be seeing a little bit of that here because Northern Valley, during this press, gets a lot of pressure in that backcourt, but their backcourt doesn't want to have that ball just get sticky in their hands. They want to get rid of it. And so throwing that ball down the court, great way to attack it. But, yeah, Muir and whoever's on that backside of this press for the Tigers is going to be pretty busy back there like a safety patrolling in a one-high look, just like we saw right there. Kick ball goes back to the Tigers. After Northern Valley, on the initial miss, did clean it up, but missed on their second chance opportunity as well and couldn't cash in that trip down the floor.
Stidham with the dribble now with the left hand. Over to the Gasper. And she'll travel with that basketball. The only youngin' on the floor. The freshman gets a start here tonight. Something else is that, you know, the Stockton Lady Tigers bring some size to this equation here tonight. With a 6-footer. Now Jordan turns it over again. And it'll go back over to Stockton as Northern Valley needs to clean up some of those miscues there on this offensive side.
You just talked about it. Kessler stands at 6 foot, loves to play down low, but it's not just that she's 6 foot. She can get up and elevate above a defender too, as well as Ava Dix, not your just run-of-the-mill post players that are inside, but they're very athletic. They can jump. They can work down low. They're pretty tough, and here they get called for a 3-second violation. Good job by Northern Valley there talking about that toughness. They're really trying to just get a stronghold down there so they can get fed that basketball, but Northern Valley does a nice job there not giving ground to Ava Dix, and she ends up with the 3-second violation.
But you can clearly see what they're trying to do is trying to get that basketball into the interior to Ava Dix and Aubrey Kessler. This three-pointer away is going to be no good, but another offensive board for Northern Valley will get it over to Jordan, and she'll have to go to the floor to keep the possession here for Northern Valley. Inside to Preston. Tough matchup for her. That ball is swatted out of there by Kessler.
That's the first initial shot that Northern Valley has taken that hasn't come from outside of the arc. Every close range right before that came from a rebound and a miss here.
Woo-hoo!
But if you're going to be burning the net like that, it's okay.
That had some serious arch and some serious splash on it. Would love to see her get dialed in.
Kessler left all alone. Power dribble. She loses it, though.
And now a held ball. Northern Valley goes burnt, and now they recover to get back the possession.
Definitely one that Kessler is going to want back is she caught that ball. It threw a double team, split both defenders, was left on an island all by herself, but kind of lost that basketball. And here, a gift back to them. So no harm, no foul. If you're the Tigers there, as the Huskies give them back the basketball, leading to their 4th turnover in the first 3 minutes of action.
That's too many.
I'm sure it's a point of emphasis down there that, we talk about those different phases of the season. Well, you're definitely never going the turnover bug, but it's maybe a little bit more expected at the beginning of the year. When you get to this time of the year, getting out of this kind of this phase 2 into phase 3, you really need to start really taking care of the rock. It doesn't matter what team you are. You're not going to be able to really succeed in that later season if you're not able to take care of that basketball. Northern Valley throwing it in. They're a little too slow. They're going to have to hurry that count in. They do finally drop it off in a push down low by Muir again, as J.C. Gebhard really did a pretty nice job there putting the ball on the floor and trying to attack that baseline.
I was afraid they were going to get her travel. I thought she switched her pivot feet as she took off on that move to the basket. Hayden had it. Now a foul is going to go against Ava Dix, as the foul's now 3 on the team for the Stockton Tigers, starting to mount. Giphart will lob it in for Preston. Tries to go back door. Now Jordan will track it all the way to half court.
And she does drag that pivot foot, trying to stop there. Went into that double team and couldn't quite put the brakes on in time. You just got to continue to go to the hoop there, I think, because if you're going to get contact, if you continue to be a ball handler, odds are you're going to get the foul to go your way.
JC doing a good job of pestering up high.
Stidham does lose her on her back there, finally going over not 1 but 2 on-ball screens. All JC could do was reach and foul. There's a spot, though, where as JC gets burned, you really want to see someone kind of drop and find ball and really help right there. And here the ball goes in. You can hear Coach Lewis saying you got to find that.
Bear was standing on the out-of-bounds line when she turned and made a move towards the basket. We'll give it back to Northern Valley. Both teams would agree they're both too sloppy at the moment as Hayden throws it away.
Now she'll agree with you. Had to get one more in there.
Oh, my. I agree with Dean Lewis as he yells, take care of the basketball. My daughters are doing a great job of giving it to the Stockton Lady Tigers at the moment.
Well, the thing is they're unforced errors right now. Like that one didn't come from pressure. That was just a miscue by 2 teammates in the same jersey.
Good help defense by Sides will get that shot awry.
Stidham doing a nice job picking up ball, pestering it up the floor.
Skip over for J.C. Giphart. 3 on the way. It's going to be touched long. And fight for the rebound falls to Stidham. She tries to push it forward. Side steps in there, but she's got a foot on the basketball line and hands on the ball. He'll stay here with Stockton. 6-2, Northern Valley leads behind the 2 3-point makes of Delaney Sides. As bad offensively as Northern Valley's been playing, their defense is certainly keeping them in this game.
Yeah, this is more of a defensive type of performance from both squads early on in this one as we're halfway through this first quarter.
Kind of the free player right there is Sides on the defensive side. This foul will go against Brooke Preston, and now the fouls are even at 3 apiece.
Future endeavors. Let the cooking adventures begin. From the Valley, this is Krista Smith wrapping it up.
Now Hayden came away with a steal on that inbounds players. They were trying to get that ball to Kessler. And a travel is going to be against Brooke Preston. Both these teams are in the Christmas spirit in January.
The gift that keeps on giving. It was a nice job there. Once Delaney Sides did have that basketball, there was 2 or 3 Stockton Tigers waiting there at the half-court line to pick up pressure. But that means that somebody has to be left without a man on them. And so she did a nice job keeping her eyes up, not being worried about going into that trap, but getting the ball down the floor. But unfortunately, they ended up giving it back. Nice move there by Kessler, just turning and shooting it over a defender. That's a tough shot.
And Northern Valley continues to give it away. Renee Horacek going to check into the game. Nice to have Renee back on the interior. Maybe her size can bother Kessler a little bit as the freshman stands 5'9", but extremely long arms. Gashler going to fire it up, not come close, but a rebound by Dix is going to be no good. She missed it from point blank. Ball loose on the floor as Dix will go to the floor. Now Hayden's got it. Push forward to JC, nobody in front of her. She'll put it up, and 2 points in for JC.
Probably the first easy basket of this game for either squad. Gebhardt picks up ball. Muir, they had to go a little outside of that pass because Jordan Cox jumps the passing lane. Here Delaney jumps a passing lane of her own. And the Huskies with 2 back-to-back fast break opportunities, and that's what they want to do. They want to get out and run. They don't win the size matchup really in any of the games that they have, but their backcourt, when they can get those steals, they can really get up and down a floor. Kessler here does get the rebound, but is too far underneath the rim and gets that ball to Gebhardt. Dix is going to pick up her second foul of this first quarter.
Aim, I don't remember the last time Northern Valley got 2 run-out layups uncontested.
Hey, it's been a minute, that's for sure.
In a row. As defense leading to offense to spark this, I guess they need to pass less, right? Because once they get to be passing, it doesn't seem good. They go around the horn for sides. This one just long. Come down with Stidham. She'll push with her right hand. She can handle the ball quite well. Ava Dix is eyeing a 3. It's on the way, but she missed the basket. It'll be back to Northern Valley's basketball.
You said it, Stidham, a really good ball handler there. That's something that, especially when you have a senior guard, she's not going to be worried about any of the pressure that you throw in her face. She can just get that ball up and down the floor and really run this offense for the Tigers really well.
Now Stockton will back off of the pressure here and fall back into a zone defense. A 2-3 here against Northern Valley. High post for Jordan. That ball is knocked away. Jordan's going to fight for it, but they do not own the possession arrow. Stockton does. With 1:29 to go here in this first period, Northern Valley with a 10-4 lead.
Gasper left alone, just misses it off the glass, but gets her own rebound. Nobody finding her for a second time. That's 2 offensive rebounds on the same possession for her. Muir will put this one up and be short, but Kessler with the rebound can't save it in to her team, and a travel is going to be the call here, giving it back to the Tigers as the pressure just immediately added to whoever that ball handler is, and Jordan there just couldn't quite escape it before she brought that foot.
Flip it over for Ava Dix. She's going to go quickly to the right side. Side steps across and blocks the shot. Great help defense from Delaney. As she'll try and go against the pressure, and a foul against Ava Dix out here. A little
Her
frustration.
That was definitely
third foul?
Yeah, her third foul. That was definitely a frustration foul, and that's going to be one that sends Northern Valley to the line here with only 58 seconds left, but it does make the bonus for this quarter, which obviously will reset after this 58 seconds. But the biggest story there is Ava Dix with her 3 fouls. You really can't afford to bring her out that much. She's one of these key players for the Stockton Tigers, but she's going to go have to sit on the bench for a while because they can't afford to not have her in this game.
The senior Delaney sides rose to the occasion here tonight, pouring it in here in this first quarter.
Brenna Odell, who was checked in for the game for the Stockton Tigers, she stands at 5'8".
Sides grabs them both, and 10 points for her in the quarter. Under a minute to play.
I'm going to guess that free throws were maybe a point of emphasis this week at practice for Coach Lewis and the squad, as they found themselves in a really tight contest that they fell to the Logan Trojans last week, and the charity stripe was not very charitable to these Lady Huskies in that contest.
Lucky the Huskies did not get one there. Renee Horacek fouled on the floor is what the whistle was for, so the basket was no good. They'll play it in.
Gasper will put one up just off the mark again. Goes, I think, off the head of a Husky, and Kessler and Delaney sides tie up. It does go back to the Huskies with that possession arrow. This one has a jump ball game just written all over it, doesn't it? Both teams pretty scrappy and getting after it.
It does feel that way, but both of them are running short benches, so you have to, it depends on how they're going to call it. If you reach in there and they start calling those fouls, you really have to limit yourself from doing that too much because you got to stay in this basketball game.
That's a really good point, and it's something that I don't think a lot of people understand really at any level of basketball is you got to adjust to the way that the game is called. You know, all the refs officiating obviously are trying to do their very best, but hey, your eyes don't see things the same way that I do, Clint. We disagree on a lot up here, so to think that everyone else is going to call it the exact same way is pretty crazy.
Just 13 seconds left. Northern Valley got 2 stabs at that and couldn't come up with a goal. Sides will sit down. J.C. Giphart back. Now with 10. You don't want to foul, but you don't want to give it up here. Now under 5 seconds to go. Stidham doubled. Hayden's going to poke it away, and Northern Valley will just have to play defense for 0.8 seconds here.
Huskies did a nice job there. Jordan Cox came down. They had that trap in the corner, but she kind of overcommitted down that instead of staying on that sideline and keeping the pressure on, or else this quarter probably would have been over. Stidham can't get a shot off, though.
Second quarter action. As Northern Valley will stay in that man-to-man defense, but it's not really a man-to-man. Sides is kind of just playing the interior and making sure if somebody gets beat that she can step across. J.C. Giphart's going to be whistled for her second foul on that drive. I didn't see it, eh?
No, I mean, what they called is that she had her probably a hip check more than anything, and that's hidden from us where we're at up here.
And Sides with a steal on the inbounds play. Dump off for Hayden. Turn around back for J.C. Shot is away, going to be long, but there is Brooke Preston for the follow.
Preston has really grown in that role, crashing the boards after the shot goes up. That's where the majority of her points this season have come from, but it's really nice to see her with the opportunity with some more minutes to really just grow there, especially defensively.
Jordan going to push. Drop for Hayden. Thought about it, and now a foul on the outside against Stidham. It's got to be her second.
I'm not sure actually about that one, but a nice pump fake there. Draws that foul, brings Stidham in, just her first.
Just her first.
Which is good because she's kind of the motor there in that backcourt for the Stockton Tigers. If you don't have her, then bringing the ball up the floor becomes a whole lot easier for the Lady Huskies.
Sides missed a 3, but Northern Valley got it back. Hayden will fire it up. She was way long on that
where
attempt.
She missed the last one right there.
Wide open is the Stockton Lady Tigers for an easy 2 points. Aubrey Kessler, as Northern Valley was pressuring the basketball and forgot to get back.
Yeah, you got to find where Kessler's going to go back there. She's going to feast on that if you're going to keep not bringing anyone back. Here's a block by Kessler. Doing it on both ends of the floor right now.
Sides open, pump fake. Now she'll drive into the interior and kick it back and around. Hayden on the outside. JC's 3 on the way. He's going to be long, no good. But Jordan's money on the spot, but she missed the layup.
The glass has not been kind to the Huskies here in the second quarter. They keep missing to the side right there.
Jump ball stays with Northern Valley.
So inbounds play coming. They run a 4-flat look, but drop there to the high post on the inbounds, and they do it again on the other side, just missing to the side of that rim. No call here as the scrums continue. She's throwing a lot of elbows, and Hayden's going to get called for the foul.
Hayden picks up her first foul. Northern Valley still leads by 8. Stidham dribbled on the left side, will flip back to Murr. Hayden's pushed her all the way out to the half-court line. Now on sides with it. Going to attack, blocked, and Jordan's going to come away. And a foul will go against the Lady Tigers.
Coach Lewis down there giving good advice, telling Jordan, hey, you just got to keep your foot on the gas there and continue to attack. You don't need to put those brakes on. It does draw the foul here, but, the best thing for the Huskies is for them to get out and start running the rim, which is what we saw them do there that kind of opened the scoring up in that first quarter. So why not do it now?
Foul goes this time against Kessler. Kessler's first. The lady that the Stockton Tigers desperately do not want to get into trouble with.
And the travel here, she just picked up that pivot foot, wanted that initial pass, but when it wasn't there, second-guessed herself, but gives it back to the Tigers. Jordan will sit as Renee Horacek checks in. We do have a 30-second timeout coming.
We'll get back into basketball. It's been a sloppy second quarter for both teams so far here today, but kind of a sloppy first quarter, really, if we're going to be honest, right, Abe?
Yeah, you're not wrong about that. Mir here just takes that give and go to the rim, where last time she was down there, her shot got blocked, but this time too much arm, they say, from Delaney's side. So she'll pick up her first of this contest, and Mir has really been wanting to get to that line, and she finally does. And that is why she cashes the first.
She cuts a deficit to 7. That one's no good. Good rebound by Horacek. And Northern Valley will go across. Hayden. Drop pass for Sides was a little wide. She'll kick it back and around. Northern Valley running a little offense here. Inside for her.
Travel is the call. I did not see that one before the drop pass. It was a nice entry pass, but again, robbed by another turnover. Muir drops it down. Gasper, no one found her in the short corner. Shot is long. Kessler ends up with it, gets another rebound. She gets pushed in the back on her second chance opportunity. I think Sides is going to pick up another one. No, it's going to go on
Brooke Preston.
Kessler, definitely somebody that you need to have a body on. If you're only going to pick one person to box out every single time, it has to be her, because she is going to be aggressive to get those rebounds, both offensively and defensively. But she's so quick to get that ball back up that she's going to end up either getting a bucket or finding herself at the line.
She connects on the second free throw, giving her 5 points here in this first half, and they have chipping away here at the Northern Valley lead. Sides with it. Inside, fed to Jordan. Drops for Hayden on the baseline. She'll go around Kessler to the rim. No whistle. She got her own offensive rebound.
Jump ball gives it to the Tigers. Out front to Gasper again, left alone, off the glass, no good. Odell, though, thought she got that rebound, but Jordan actually comes down with it, dribbles it off of her own foot, but gets it back. Delaney Sides, if they would have left her open, we would have been talking, I think, about another three-point make, but nice job by Muir closing out on her.
Sides with it out high, back to Hayden. She'll go baseline, now cut off, drop for Renee Horacek. Shots short, Jordan offensive rebound will drop to JC and score.
She didn't use the backboard. The backboard hasn't been helping them out, so maybe eliminating that, JC thought, would be a way to make it, and she does. I don't know how that wasn't double dribble, but Jordan picks up a foul as Stidham missed the first one, but another offensive rebound for the Tigers. Helps them get to the line. That one.
Roll around and down, huh?
Yeah, shooter's touch there.
Stidham on the scoring chart with that free throw make.
Brooke Preston checks back into the game for Northern Valley as Horacek sits after putting in some solid minutes.
Hayden with a nice one-handed board. Will push to Jordan around that right side. Drop for JC. 3 on the way is up. It's going to be short, no good. They go off of Preston in the other direction.
.330 left before halftime. 16-9 is our score. Still anyone's ball game, that is for sure.
Kessler double teamed on the interior. They do not want her to get that basketball. Murr working her way around Hayden. Good job cutting her off on the baseline. They are leaving her open, and she is not making them pay so far here tonight. Meredith Gasper getting a lot of opportunities. Northern Valley's just kind of letting her shoot. She's going to knock one of these down here eventually. And an off-ball foul on Hayden. Will lead to 2 free throws for Stockton.
Yeah, the bonus definitely didn't really play a factor in that first quarter, as it didn't come into effect until under a minute. But here, with 2:59 left, we could be seeing quite a bit of free throws before halftime. And Stockton has really been wanting to get to that line, and now they got the opportunity to do so, and that's the best way to get back into a ball game.
This is their 8th free throw of the quarter, and we still got a lot of it to play.
Jordan puts her foot on the gas, trying to take it coast to coast. Good drop pass there. Brooke Preston around and down.
Preston with her 4th point of the first half.
Stidham has it. We'll split that defense. And the travel is the call. She didn't Euro step. She came to a stop and then split that defense. So they did get the call, but it was a little
Dean assisted.
A little later than Dean, I think, wanted them to have.
18-10 now. Back in the corner for Sides. Flies it up.
Just too high on that pass. And Jordan is the last one to touch this one. It was a good idea going interior, but too much air underneath that basketball. It just went over both Preston and Odell's head. Stidham works over an on-ball screen, tries to drop that ball inside, but it's intercepted by Jordan. Northern Valley has numbers if they can find them, and they don't. They pass it right to the Tigers, but Odell is pressured right as she steals that basketball. But Northern Valley just needs to do better when they get in those opportunities. You don't have to force the drop pass if it's there. If someone comes and sucks up on you, if you're taking it to the hoop, absolutely give that ball off. But if they're going to not commit to going to the ball, then go and get it. Here, kind of a little bit more of the same, but Kessler is the one that comes away with it. Stidham working through contact. She'll go to the line and shoot 2. Third foul on Brooke Preston. Northern Valley didn't really have foul problems in that first quarter, but here sitting with 6 just in the second quarter of action. With 2 minutes left to play, Renee Horacek checks back in for Preston. It's nice to have Renee back after she wasn't available the last game because of illness, but still don't have Iris Skimper. This is the second game that Northern Valley hasn't had her also dealing with some illness. A deep 3 from Delaney Sides. We usually do not see her pull up and pop one from that, but she about cashed that one in.
That was a nice in-transition stop and pop. On the interior, Renee Horacek turns and scores.
Good ball movement from the Lady Huskies there on that scoring set.
They've doubled them back up. They've got a 10-point lead. Murr spinning around, getting all the way.
She gets fouled on the way up. Bryn Muir, who's been good from the line. She's the primary free throw shooter here for these Lady Tigers here in the second quarter. Finds herself there again. And nothing but net on the first. Northern Valley had it out to a double-digit lead, but that brings it back to 9. Second one up and just off that front iron. They've been pretty good about going 50-50 on their trips, at least getting one of them. Another drop pass inside from Sides here. Just a runner around the defender from Jordan Cox.
She finally decided to shoot the basketball again. She must be reading my mind. And another steal by Jordan. Crossover, going to get to the interior and has a push foul. Will go against a Lady Tiger, sending Jordan to the free throw line. I don't know if they beat me to
They said it was on the floor.
Oh, I thought it was 4, going to be 5. That's 3, going to be 4.
Second foul on Gaspers, who they give it to. There was a couple of Tigers there, so I wasn't sure who the foul would be on.
Jordan with it. Step through, back to Sides. Thought about a 3. Now Hayden's got it, and a foul will go on Kessler. She doesn't like it.
Yeah, she had the arm straight up, but a lot of body going into that and just knocks over Hayden on that. But I don't know. I probably agree with her there because the arms weren't really involved. She just was the stronger player there at the point of contact. No good on the first from Hayden.
Second one hits front rim, but rolls enough down and around to score.
Brings the lead to 12 for the Huskies with under a minute left before the halftime break. Don't need to pick up fouls here. Stidham tries to step through again. It's worked a couple of times, but it does not here. It gets blocked. Hayden stopped from the point of getting to the rim. Drops it back for JC Gebhardt, and she'll cash one in.
It's good sharing of the basketball. Inside out passes. Gebhardt cashing in. Now another steal. They're going to push forward to Hayden. Can she track it down before it goes out of bounds? She does. She inside out. Same play we just saw. Same result we just saw. Gebhardt with 2 threes and under the last minute of the half, blowing this game a little bit open. Sides is there.
Ball on the floor. Gasper has it, nowhere to go, and it's going to be a jump, giving it back to the Huskies with 4.9 left. Time to get one shot off. Delaney Sides has it.
Is going to get the runner away. Oh, no good. Jordan had an offensive rebound. Doing a great job of doubling down there on Kessler. Stockton will start with the basketball here in this third quarter. Same starters out here for both teams. Murr with it. Kessler fighting for position, and Jordan is going to...
She stepped on the line.
Otherwise, Jordan had the steal. Either way, Northern Valley will grab possession.
Yeah, don't expect, even with the foul trouble, Stockton to come out here and not be aggressive, though, because if that's the case, I don't see how they come back from down as much as they are. You have to stay aggressive. They are just going to drop not out in that press, but be in this 2-3 zone. But especially offensively, they're going to be vying for a lot of different opportunities, trying to create space there in the paint. Here, Kessler aggressive to go get that ball, gets it over to Gasper. Dix, I thought, was going to look at that 3. The first one, of course, in that first quarter didn't go, but she's maybe feeling a little not loosened up. As she, like you said, she had to sit a lot of that, well, all that some of the first quarter and all the second quarter with 3 fouls.
Stidham going to be whistled for this one as JC kind of gave her a weave and went back on her right hand, and Stidham caught off guard and will pick up the blocking foul, her second foul. First as a team here in the second half. Sides in the corner. We'll rotate it back. JC Gebhardt for 3. No good. Jordan with an offensive rebound. Stick back was blocked by Kessler. Here's Stidham. Going to go right through contact and go to the free throw line, as that's going to be the third on JC.
Yeah, and that's one of those ones where, JC was kind of beat there. Stidham, a good veteran move there from the senior going into the contact, but then JC brought that arm down, which ended up leading to that foul. She hits the first of 2. Second one up is good.
Also nice. It was so nice, we said it twice.
That's right.
3-2 defense here by Stockton. Pressuring on the outside of it. Murr knocks it away. Hayden recovers. Hayden will go to the rim, now flips it around, but stolen by Stidham. Got to go up with that basketball. It's time to make the perfect pass. Murr going baseline. She loves that job. Sides has been there all night to cut her off. Offensive rebound. Stidham will throw it up and throw it in.
Falling back away from her own player there, but gets the job done anyway. Gebhardt has it out wide. Kicks it to Hayden on the wing. Drop pass into Jordan, and she's on the board here in the second half. Need to see probably a little bit more offensive output from Jordan. She's one of the leading scorers on this team as far as the season has gone. But with just 2 in that first, kind of a wonder that she wasn't involved with the scoring output that Northern Valley kind of had.
She's been averaging just under 10 points a game, just under 10 rebounds a game. Aim, I'll give you a stat. She had 19 rebounds at Logan.
I believe it.
That's a crazy amount. Inside, outside's three-pointer's going to be no good.
Gasper has the ball, goes down to a knee. No one's there to help her. A timeout coming, and a good one from the coach over there at Stockton. We'll take it with him and be back.
When it comes to home improvement and carpet installation, in and around the Norton County and Phillips County areas, you want to depend on Casey's Home Improvement in Almena, Kansas. At Casey's Home Improvement, they also provide country carpet and tile, and they feature carpet, tile, laminate, and planking with free estimates, and they're, of course, locally owned by Corey Sear. Casey's Home Improvement will take care of all your remodeling needs as well. Casey's Home Improvement, located in Almena, Kansas. Call them at 785-202-0565.
Long Island Ready Mix has what you're looking for in your concrete needs. With fast delivery with a consistent product, Long Island Ready Mix can turn your concrete dreams into a reality with high quality cement.
Mitten.
Did Coach Pugh just say Papa Shot?
I think he did.
On a Tuesday?
Can't stop Papa Shot. It's taken over.
You know what? I led with this morning.
You got to give the people what they want, right?
I led with this morning at breakfast for my ladies. I'm sorry, there is no Papa Shot here tonight. And they're like, what? You got to be kidding me. They love the Papa Shot. And that pass was off of Stidham, and her Band-Aid on her hand or something went flying out of there, or either that or the gum out of her mouth. Something hit the floor there. But she kindly picked it up, threw it in the trash can. Northern Valley will set offense on this side. Bounce pass inside for Jordan.
They had what they wanted there. Got high post with the cutter going to the basket, but couldn't connect and giving it back to the Stockton Tigers. But I like the idea. But now, Gasper will fire up another one off the glass and gets one to fall.
She connects. Gasper with her first bucket. Sides, back to Hayden. He gets into the interior. JC, three coming. Three going to be just long. Hayden's got an offensive board. Now a steal by Kessler, but she stepped out of bounds. It'll go back to Northern Valley.
She did a nice job jumping in that passing lane, but ran out of real estate there on the far sideline.
Hayden dribbling out high. Into the corner for Brooke Preston.
They had the trap if they wanted it, I thought, but they didn't need it. So Huskies give it back anyways.
Northern Valley with just 2 points here in this first half of the third quarter.
Overall, I'd say the 3-2 zone is working. On ball screen, Stidham goes and uses it. Gasper left at the top of the key, drops it into Muir. She loses her handle. Jordan Cox has it now.
Comes away, spin around, drop for Preston. Sides open for three. Will connect again. Delaney with 1, 2, 3 threes on the night. Her first points since the first quarter. Was scoreless for the last 12 minutes.
Blocking foul here as Kessler puts a move on Jordan Cox to try to get to the hoop. And honestly, though, if that foul doesn't happen, Kessler has a wide open look.
Stockton will play it in front of their bench. Preston did a nice job getting a hand on that basketball.
Gasper has it, and she'll shoot it up just off the mark there.
Sides.
Huskies get the rebound. Almost give it back to the Tigers, but they maintain possession. Nice pass through there. It kind of surprised JC, I think, as Stidham was jumping in that passing lane, but there was enough mustard on that pass, and there needs to be if you're going to go across the paint, but you got to be ready if you're on that backside block for a pass, and that time it just surprised JC a little bit.
Doubling on the interior, Northern Valley still trying to keep that ball out of Kessler's hands. Sides with yet another block shot. Here comes Hayden. JC into the corner, skip pass, try to get it to for Hayden, but Ava Dix stepped into the passing lane.
Yeah, just too short on that one. Ava Dix was licking her chops, and she picked that one off. Kessler out high, trying to find Muir, and they do, and a nice reverse layup from her. 2 Huskies on her back. But that's why you practice that shot in the layup lines, right?
Bryn Murr with her first bucket of the night. She's got a couple points from the free throw stripe. Outside for Preston. Drive in, kick for Sides. That ball is hit out.
Muir hits that as it goes across. It was really nice defense from her, but it will stay with the Huskies. Delaney Sides in the short corner, kicks it back to Hayden Cox. Nice move by her, high off the glass, no good. It's going to go off of Hayden last as the Huskies can't collect the offensive rebound. Stockton has the ball.
I like Hayden's move there towards the bucket.
It was good. The Huskies still holding on to a 15-point lead with 2 minutes in this third quarter.
Stidham with a short jumper. And a foul will go against Jordan, sending Kessler to the line. That's going to be Jordan's third.
Yeah, they said it was on the arm, but really what it was more is Kessler elevated for that shot, and Jordan went to box her out when she was the shooter, and so went into the body of the shooter, which rewards her with a trip to the line. No good on the first for Kessler.
Kessler's second. Rattles no good. Hayden will clear this rebound.
Coach Lewis calls out the play for the Huskies. A really high arcing three coming from Delaney Sides off the mark. Jordan saves it back in, but it's to Bryn Muir.
Doubled into the backcourt.
Trap in the corner. That's exactly what the Huskies are looking for. Hayden's right there to clean it up, and an easy bucket for the Huskies after the pressure that they applied on the miss.
I like how they always tend to jump those traps. You never know when it's coming. I don't know if Dean's calling those out or the girls are doing them by themselves, and that's going to be the fourth foul on J.C. Giphart. Sending Stidham back to the free throw line. Stidham so far tonight, 3 of 6. From the stripe.
Make that 4 of 7. Renee Horacek will check in for J.C. Gebhard. That kind of changes the lineup a little bit for the Huskies, as Renee is the tallest girl on Northern Valley's team, whereas J.C. is more of that outside shooter, and really was the main catalyst to that scoring run that the Huskies had there before halftime. So her with 4 fouls hopefully doesn't cause the Huskies to go a little quiet.
Sides for an NBA 3, make it 4.
She says, we ain't going quiet if I'm out here.
Hand down, man down, right? Here comes a steal by Northern Valley. Hayden back for Preston. Her shot going to be long, no good.
Hand down, man down can definitely be your thing. I still like to stick with the, dropping trays like a nervous lunch lady. That's my favorite one.
The best of them so far. Northern Valley out to a comfortable 39-21
That's
lead.
exactly what they're doing.
We'll be back with the conclusion of this third quarter.
Travel Center is much more than a convenience store. At Minton's Travel, you can count on them for a quick snack or a quick drink, or maybe get a sandwich from the Subway inside. Maybe you need to take a break from your travels and sit down for a meal at the IHOP restaurant. You can also stop in at the Sonic drive-thru next door. Minton's Travel Center also features high-quality fuel to keep your car or truck on the road. You don't have to come to Minton's to get their high-quality fuel. You can let them bring it to you. Whether it's on the job or on the farm, Minton's Travel Center can deliver gas, diesel, DEF, wherever you are. The next time you're traveling down Interstate 70, make it a one-stop shop at Minton's Travel Center in Oakley, Kansas.
Chance McKinney with Northwest Kansas Cattle Company is bringing a taste of the Far East right here to the Midwest. They're a family-run operation located in Alameda, Kansas that specializes in Wagyu. Whether you want jerky for a snack or a steak for supper, or maybe you just want to fill your freezer full, they are here to serve you. From pasture to plate, they'll help you all the way. Call 785-650-3679. That's Chance McKinney of Northwest Kansas Cattle Company.
Northern Valley making Stockton pay from the three-point line here tonight.
We'll see what they came up with there during that break. As there was only a minute left before the quarter ended, but they wanted to make a change to something. A little bit of a different offensive look, but it doesn't work on that first time down the floor. Goes back to the Huskies.
Delaney inside for Jordan. Back out and around for Hayden. Drive baseline cut off. Flip up to Jordan. Going to be aggressive going to the basket. This time going to be just short. Kessler will clear the rebound.
Muir dribbles the ball up the court. Finds Gasper at the free throw line there. Her shot just off the mark. Huskies have it, and they're on the move.
Hayden pulled it back. Pulled the reins in. Now to Preston in the corner. She'll put it up as the time is running short.
We have a whistle.
A little bit of time left
if it
on.
ended, it won't be enough really to do much.
And they tried to let Stidham shoot it at Northern Valley's basket.
Which would have been fine if there was no time left, but with time, you have to get back on the side that you're talking about.
So that's Jordan's fourth at the horn.
It's a big foul. It was the correct call, but it is influential to this final quarter of action, as now J.C. Gebhardt and Jordan both with 4 fouls.
And Kessler, it rattles out.
Kind of a flip of the script there, as Stockton was the one with maybe a little more foul trouble to start this game, but now it feels like the Huskies are more feeling the heat from the fouls, and I guess that'll take us to the end.
Call All-American Glass in Long Island, Kansas at 785-854-7625 or toll free at 866-312-2257.
That'd be a good deal.
Fourth quarter starts now. Northern Valley up 39-21.
Gebhardt checks back into this game, so both Gebhardt and Jordan Cox with 4 fouls. But you kind of need one of them out there. Stidham steals that, finds Kessler on the inside. It's blocked. Muir and Preston fighting, and it's going to be a jump ball. It'll stay here with the Tigers. 39-21 is our score with 7 minutes and 30 seconds left. You know, the way that this game's going, I could really see if Stockton's able to play clean, they'd be able to claw their way back into this one. Wow. I kind of thought that went off of JC's foot last, but they're going to say that it went off of a Tiger last, giving it to the Huskies.
It went off of a foot, but I couldn't tell which one.
You know, the ref was right there. Well, he's got a little closer eyes than I do to it.
Northern Valley and Stockton both totaling 10 points apiece in that third quarter, which 10 is the most that Stockton has scored in a quarter. And they're going to have their best quarter here to see if they can win this one. Stidham
going to say Delaney sides with the block there as Stidham steps through.
Delaney's third.
She hits the first.
Stidham has lived at the line here tonight. 10 free throw attempts for her.
Wow.
Hayden. Now back to JC. Turns it over as Ava Dix stepped in front of it.
Takes off, but she's going to travel as she can't bring her foot to a stop. JC Gebhardt has it now. This is where Dix stole the ball the last time down. They'll need to be a little crisper with it, but they do not do that this time as it just goes through the hands of Delaney sides.
Defense plays, man. Defense travels, and Northern Valley's defense has only given up 22 so far through 3 quarters of play. Stidham, Dries drop pass for Dix is going to be no good. Murr going to be blocked at the point of attack. Now a three-pointer from Murr is no good. Shot, another offensive rebound by Stidham.
You got to box out if you're the Huskies. Gasper's shot is up, no good, and Brooke Preston does come away with the defensive board finally for Northern Valley. Another through the hands pass. That's exactly what happened last time down the floor, just the other side. A timeout coming from Coach Lewis, so maybe he can wipe the butter off their hands. We'll take it with them. Be right back.
Popcorn at halftime.
Must be.
All Creatures Vet Clinic is located in Almena, Kansas, and they serve the fine folks of Phillips County and Norton County, and in and around the Almena and Northern Valley area, and of course Long Island as well, and even into southern Nebraska. All Creatures Vet Clinic is open Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. until 5 p.m., and you can reach them by calling 785-669-2227. Small animal care, large animal care, it's all available at All Creatures Vet Clinic, supporting the Northern Valley Huskies athletically and academically.
Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. Angela Tallheim, your Phillipsburg Edward Jones financial advisor, understands this, and that's why Angela Tallheim is a proud sponsor of the Northern Valley Huskies and all of their athletics and academics. For all of your investment needs, call 785-543-2667 or visit edwardjones.com. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Aim Baird with a perfect proposal.
Well, I need someone that knows the rules to tell us this is even possible.
He's proposed that Northern Valley's just had the ball just sliding through their hands here tonight on a lot of occasions. He's proposed receiver gloves for the ladies.
You bet.
Maybe in practice or something like that, just to simply understand they are going to be able to catch that basketball. And a foul will go against Brooke.
Fourth on her.
Sending Bryn to the line, the third Lady Husky with 4 personal fouls.
But yeah, the receiver gloves idea, I don't know if it's a uniform violation. I know a lot of players wear arm sleeves, leg sleeves. You know, they can do a lot of things, the knee pads, elbow pads, headbands, all the stuff. So, what just because nobody puts it on their hands, let's be trendsetters out here.
Renee Horacek checking in, getting some big minutes here tonight.
And rattles the second one down.
Bryn Murr, 4 for 8 from the free throw line. And now a foul on Stidham. And I don't know how many she has.
Third on
she
her.
has 3. Northern Valley needs to make the easy pass here today. As they go into the dribble handoff mode, now Jordan into the interior. Floater's up, going to be no good. Kessler with the rebound.
Gets it over to Ava Dix. She's got some wheels. She gets out in front of Jordan, but kicks it out to Muir. This is going to go through the hands of Kessler, and it's going to be an over and back. So it'll be another turnover caused by the defense. They should throw it in here from the side. Oh, they're going to let them throw it in from underneath, though. That's why it's always good to go hustle, even though you know it's about to be a turnover.
It is where the the violation occurs, right?
Well, usually. Good block there from Kessler. Dix ends up with it in her hands.
Ava Dix out high. Hayden got a poke on it.
And a blocking foul from her. Trying to apply that pressure. It's going to be the third on Hayden Cox. 4:50 left.
Pretty sure she thought she had burned her dribble.
She has it now, just playing bully ball down low there on Hayden. Gets her rebound, misses again though. We'll see who they say this goes off of last. It's going to be Gasper.
Tick, 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 tick.
Hayden has it, trying to hit high post there, and they do. Just have to kick it back out and go around the horn.
Sides had a little bit of hesitation on that one. Now Dix eyes a 3, lets it fly, connects! Ava!
Had her feet set and all the time in the world to fire that one away, and makes the Huskies pay. Should have been a kickball violation, but it'll stay with the Huskies as it goes off of Stidham's foot and out of bounds. Ball just ripped out of the air. Ava Dix knew exactly where that one was going and telegraphed it immediately.
Just a 13-point lead as Stockton is getting closer by the minute.
They're going to say that Delaney was on the line as Kessler goes and applies the pressure to her. It's a lot of body, but that's how they've been letting them play at this game. So Muir to throw it in from underneath. Back to her. She'll go up, and her shot just off the mark. Delaney sides with the rebound. Gets it out to Jordan. Foot on the gas. She'll split that defense and go right over the front of the rim with it. Coast to coast. Bryn Muir trying to attack that baseline. She's been going back to that, and she had it there, but she's going to have the travel. Trying to drop that ball off to Kessler, and it wasn't there. Northern Valley's done a pretty good job defensively, knowing where they're trying to go to in Kessler, but doing a good job double-teaming that. Ava Dix, the active hands here in this second half. Should be a foul on her, and it is.
Ava missed the easy one, and then yet another frustration foul. It's been at least the second frustration-type foul for Ava. That'll put her at 4 on the evening.
Well, this one, they know that to have a comeback, you do need to continue to stay aggressive, and she knows that. She just doesn't have the fouls to give, unfortunately, for her to do so. Drop pass, not on the same page. It goes back to the Tigers. Oh, they're going to say it goes off a Tiger last.
Northern Valley will get it back. JC's open.
Might be a gift.
Jordan with a nice step through move, and Kessler is not happy about that. She had all ball on that rejection, but she will be whistled for the foul, and it will be her fourth foul. No, excuse me, only her third.
That's not her number, though.
They gave it to number 13.
So they gave it to Gasper. So apparently we weren't watching the right thing.
Jordan gets the second of 2 free throws. Now Northern Valley just needs to play straight up defense. Dix's shot is away. Rebounded. The scrum is on, right? Held
Jump
ball
stays
position.
Here.
Stockton will keep it.
They'll run a 4 flat as Muir throws it in. Gasper has it at the high post. Kessler does a nice job going up and getting that rebound, but nowhere to go. Stidham with the long 3. Maybe a little flat there, but Dix gets the rebound. Jordan tangles up with her. Another jump ball, but this time the Huskies in favor of the possession area. More active hands from Ava Dix. She's been a difference maker when she's in this game, especially defensively.
Space the floor, go to the basketball. Jordan catches 2-on-2. She put it off glass, no good. She'll track her own rebound down. And a foul will go against Stidham.
That'll be her 4th. And Northern Valley, you know, if you have the numbers game, you can absolutely be aggressive and continue to go to the rim. But, you know, the clock is your friend and not Stockton's in this situation. So anytime they want to set up and slow things down, but they're not really playing in that way. And that's going to be Stidham's final foul as she falls onto the leg of
she was
Hayden.
Drilled twice by Northern Valley, and then she gets the 5th foul. And the Stockton crowd does not like it either.
So she'll have to sit as Odell checks into this game. Hits the first. That foul does put Northern Valley in the bonus the rest of the way.
Second one's liquid Drano as well. Timeout by Coach Lewis. We'll take it with him. You're watching Open Spaces Sports.
At Equity Bank, they mean more. More solutions for your finances and more bankers standing by, whether that's in our lobbies or in the drive-thrus. They're at the Equity Bank. They're proud members of the community, big supporters of high school athletics. They shoot straight and you score when it comes to no ATM fees nationwide. And don't forget to ask about Equity Bank Insurance, which offers an array of insurance products from home, auto, farm, business, and crop insurance. Why not stop by at Almena or Norton's locations and visit them online at equitybank.com to let them show you why equity means more.
I mean, 10 seconds is a short clock, but we shall see, right? Murr crosses the timeline as we near 2 minutes to play here in the 4th quarter.
Gasper has it, turns and looks at the basket, but drops it into Ava Dix instead. Muir shot up. She's fouled on the way up. She's done a pretty good job here from the free throw line tonight.
And J.C. Gephardt's night is over. I just had the wrong lady. I had Jordan fouling out in the next 10 seconds. J.C. beat her to the punch.
You should have called your shot to see who they manned up with, though, as she was on the point guard. So that's a pretty safe bet. Muir's first is nothing but nylon.
10 free throws now for Bryn Murr as well. She's been 50%. She made one and missed one every time to the line. She's consistent.
Jordan trapped there, has to kick it over to Delaney Sides, and she will cross the timeline.
The clock is your friend.
Yeah, this is where the Tigers want to speed the Huskies up, but they, without the shot clock for who knows how many more years, you can milk this clock as much as you possibly want to or can.
Jordan is going to go to the line, and somebody's done for Stockton as well, aren't they?
That's going to be Ava Dix, as she played quite a while with only 2 fouls to give. Checking into this game is Kaylee Jones. She's a 5'6" freshman wearing number 10. Seeing her first action today. Jordan rattles that one around and down.
Missed the second one, and now Jordan's night is done.
Yeah. Be doing a lot of marching for the last minute and a half.
Two players apiece.
As Kylie Ledbetter will check into the game for the Lady Huskies. Wearing number 11.
Are done for the evening. Murr back for more free throws. How much you want to bet she makes the first and misses the second?
So far, so good.
Every time.
I hope she proves you wrong.
Every time.
I hope she proves you wrong, but she is consistent that way. No, this one's going down.
Nope.
It's impressive.
There's something for consistency, my friend.
Hey, she's got a guaranteed point every time to line. I would have taken that, no doubt.
Oh, yeah. There's, especially in a game like this, where points were kind of at a premium there for the majority of this basketball game. Northern Valley being willing to just kind of pass it around the key here between Hayden Cox and Delaney Sides. I don't know how that wasn't a double dribble on Hayden, but whatever.
I don't know.
And now that ball is knocked out by Muir, but right to Sides it goes. Nice
squeeze
pass, but Horacek couldn't put it in. Held ball is Stockton's on the arrow.
You know, you said these points, maybe this game wasn't the prettiest for either of these teams, and these points were kind of tough to come by. But, hey, credit where credit's due. Northern Valley came in needing to get kind of that win, trying to get back into the right column there where they've been kind of on a skid as this season's gone along, and a 9-3 team coming into your house. And Northern Valley, we knew it was going to be a tough brand of basketball, but they've done just that. They've answered that bell, and they're going to come away with a victory here against these Lady Tigers team who always put up a good fight.
With 10 seconds remaining, Sides can dribble it out. Go into the corner for Ledbetter. Back into Kylie. She thought about shooting it. She will, and it was blocked by Muir.